Hey guys, welcome to Can't Cross Antarctica. Your host, Flat Matt. Um, so I'm trying to do this live streaming where I can share the screen while doing a live stream. I had to download some stuff. I'm not like super techy, just like enough. So I got this OBS here that I'm using, as you can see. So hopefully this works. Yeah, looks like it's working. 25 seconds. Yeah, little delay there and everything. So, okay, cool. I will see if I can figure out how to talk in the chat. Maybe there's a way for me to be able to maybe look at my own live stream. Is that something? Your channel. Yeah, see, there you go. I'm live. That was me talking. So, yeah. All right. Anyway, so I was just trying to figure out if I can talk to you guys while I'm streaming. Is all. So I'm gonna do it like this. There's probably gonna be a fat delay, but it is what it is. All right. Enough crazy, weird stuff going on here. I see. After I went live a second ago, and I was like I said some swear words. I lost a subscriber because it wasn't working, so I had to stop it and delete it. Anyway, I said 201 just a second ago. Anyway, all right. There I am. How are you guys? Just trying to keep myself in there. I always felt like it's kind of weird and you can't see the person talking at all. But so on to the point of the video here. And check out the shirt. Not bad. I think it's pretty decent. So here's the flight plan. So here's what I'm trying to get to is kind of the nitty gritty sort of it, right? Like what really is my plan here, or what is our plan going to be? And this is what I've come up with so far. I mean, this is all, I feel like this is like the main thing that we need here, right? Is like, okay, what's the plan? Okay, it's to go across Antarctica. I really think taking a flight is the way to go. So that's what I'm proposing. And here's the path, and here's the logistics of it. Hopefully you guys will find this interesting. Okay, no comments, I see. Oh, look, there's no likes here. Let me like it. Okay, cool. Now somebody likes it. All right, so the flight that I'm looking at is, and I looked at all the different angles of things. Not that it's that complicated, but I did. And what I found was basically, and this can be minorly adjusted, but I think that this is the best way. So you got, as you can see, there's South America there. This is actually leaving from Buenos Aires to, obviously, and it just cuts just directly across Antarctica. I mean, this goes right through the gut, you know what I mean? There's no way to, to fake this one, you know what I mean? So yeah, anyway, it goes from Buenos Aires, cuts just directly, here's Deception Island down here, goes just directly across, and you end up in, this is Perth. Sydney's over on this side, so this is actually Perth. And it's just money. I mean, look at it. You can't cut a pie any straighter than that, So that's it. Buenos Aires. And there's different options here, Falkland Islands up here, right? That's much closer. You can cut some miles, there, but that just looks like it'd be more of a challenge. There's not really any super major airports here. I was looking at a map of major airports in South America, and this was as far as international airports goes, this is actually the best one. I could show you if you really wanted to see here. Might as well, I'm talking about it real quick. Major airports, South Sea. As you can see, I was already searching it. So there you go. This is, oops, that's Buenos Aires. That's Buenos Aires. Yeah, there you go. So that's kind of as far south as you're going to get. Major airport has to be a little bit, on that side over on this side of the east side of South America there. So yeah, there you go. What I'm figuring, and I would honestly, we can go either direction, right? It's not like we have to start in Buenos Aires and end up in Perth. You can start in Perth, fly south, and end up in Buenos Aires, right? Like whatever. So, or you can both do it at the same time, right? What if we get 2 airplanes and we fly them both, one from there, one from here, and we just both go in? But realistically, like I've been saying, is that we're gonna get stopped, right? I mean, that's more than likely that's what's gonna happen. We all know that's what's gonna happen. There's a chunk of globe believers who think that that's not gonna happen, so this will definitely shut everyone up who says that, right? Probably not, right? Probably not. But so I mean, I'm not gonna go over everything I was talking about before with how it's gonna go. Oh, we get stopped. What does that do for our community? Well, the idea is that it builds it, and I've talked about all this before. But if I hit 100,000 subscribers, which I forgot to start out the video saying that, but I don't care about this thing with the word subscriber is it's like a sub. It's like a dominant and a submissive. You're not a submissive. Like you're just adhering. You want to support and join the group that is trying to attempt to cross Antarctica, fly an airplane from Buenos Aires to Perth, which is 100% doable. 100% doable. I don't care what all the globe idiots say. It's totally doable. But yeah, so you're just a supporter, okay? But if there are 100,000 supporters who are agreed to supporting the channel, so if I get 100,000 subscribers, right, to this channel, if there are, which I am one of them, okay, I am a subscriber to the idea, okay, of doing this as a group. I hope you are too. This is me making sure that, just seeing if anyone's commenting or anything. Okay, so hey, there's 2 people watching. How are you guys? I'm sure there's a more efficient way to look at the comment section. But anyway, so yeah, if there's 100,000 people subscribed to this channel, including myself, when that happens, then this is when I'm going to go do this, and anybody is welcome to join me. Which what I'm going to do is to take this flight. I'm just going to rent a jet. Okay, a private jet. I know it sounds like a lot of money or whatever, but just this is the plan. Right now, I could do it. I could do it. If there was 100,000 right now, I have the money right now where I would do it. It would happen today. It would. It would. Barring COVID. Okay, barring COVID crap. Borders being open and all that nonsense. I would do it. I have the money to do it. I'd rent a jet. And I would go take it, and I would fly it from Buenos Aires to Perth. And on the way, at somewhere along the lines, when you hit that 60th parallel south or whatever it is, whatever happens, when the radio communication comes, or maybe just when you get to the airport, wherever that point is where you get turned around, that's what I would do. I would just do it until I get turned around by, legally or, by radio contact or whatever it is, right? I would just go and try to do this. And if it doesn't work, then okay. And I'm assuming it would. I'm assuming they would turn me around. Us, right? They would turn us around, which is the idea. The idea is to do it, right? The idea is to find the edge of the earth, right? Or just to prove that they won't let us do this flight and make it blatantly obvious that it's the case, right? Like, why? Get people thinking, why are they not letting these people take a flight across, just take a flight. Just take a flight, fly over Antarctica. Like, there's no rational reason why they wouldn't let us do that. There's just not. Like, what? The area is too pristine. Give me a break. There's supposed to be nothing there but ice. And you're telling me we can't fly a plane across it. There's nothing there. Like, you tell us not to fly a plane across the Amazon jungle or something, like somewhere that's actually, has life and should be sustained. But no, they're plowing those down, ripping out all the trees, right? Deforesting. This, they won't let us fly across because there's snow there and there's a couple penguins. Like, I don't know. So anyway, here's the flight. This is just it's just cutting the damn thing in half like a freaking pizza pie. this damn thing that looks like a brain stem and a head. Look at that, the head, and there's a little face. It looks like a fro almost. But anyway, so I mean, it's pretty easy. The distance. There's other stuff I want to talk about with it. The distance is, there you go, 12,000 kilometers. 12.6 kilometers. There you go, just under 8,000 miles. And here is some research into, here you go, into the private jet that we rent. Here it is. Here it is. It's got 14,000 kilometer range right there. And remember, here's the kilometer, there's 12.6. So we got, 1,400 kilometers to spare. It's within the range. It's within the range. Can't tell me it's not. It says it right there. It says it right there. So, and it's, that's 14 hours flying, 14,000 kilometer range. I see no reasons that we can't do it. There's 15,000. That's blatantly obvious that we could do that, right? There you go, 15,000 kilometer range. There's the 14,000, which is still within the range. I guess I could have looked into the cost of this stuff a little bit more. How much does it cost to rent this private jet? Of the true private jets. So that probably means it's more like doable or something. This, I don't know what the other one is. There's something, maybe it's super duper expensive or something. I don't know. But yeah. So we get the money together. We rent a jet, one jet, between all of us, between the entire flat Earth believers in the freaking world, or people who just want to see it happen or whatever. If we could just get the money together to rent a jet one time, one jet, that's it. I would put money on it. I'd put fat money on it right now. Tens of thousands of dollars. I don't know how much it costs, but I'd put tens of thousands on it right now. Credit. That's how. I don't have money. Credit. But I have it, and it's liquid. Let's go. I put 40K on it tomorrow. Fuck with me. Pardon my language. Whatever. I would do it. I don't care about money, dude. I'm just saying. Whatever. So, doable, 14,000 kilometer range. There you go, 12.6. And that's a little bit extra distance, right? And we could fly from the Falkland Islands up there, or like further south, right? This is coming from just a major airport, so it's just easier. That's it. I mean, that was some other stuff. You're seeing what I'm looking at. This is the page I wanted to show you. And let me look real quick. Okay, nobody's saying stuff. So here's the topography of Antarctica. Okay, it's kind of weird. You can't there you go. Here's the topography. As you can see, we're coming from up here. If we come from Buenos Aires, we're coming from up here. We go right down here, and we're cutting across right there. And this is where we go, right here, because this is a peak right here. For those who can kind of understand topography, not like it's complicated. 3,500 feet. That's probably meters. I'm not sure if it's there. Meters. Yeah, it's meters. So, it's pretty high altitude or whatever, but I mean, that's 3,500. So realistically, you're cruising right through the gut here, which is like 3,000 meters. I mean, either way, the plane's flying way higher than any of these. It's just kind of like, oh, what if something goes wrong and you have to crash land or whatever, just showing you that I thought things out. You can go through here, you could land right in this gully right here, which is pretty much right where we're cutting through. Oh, something happens, you can kind of land. There's there's an area there. So, yeah, I don't know. Thought that was a fun little topography map. Wasn't super easy to find. It's pretty high altitude, but planes fly higher than Mount Everest, right? By far. So I wouldn't be too worried about it. Yep, we looked at the jet, so we got the mileage, we got the route. Here's some topography for God's sakes. Here's some temperature stuff because they talk about how cold it gets and things like that. Here you go. Here's average temperatures, South Pole. So as far as time of year, ideally you'd map it out when it's slightly warmer, which actually looks like it is just summertime. Yep, I mean North Pole summertime, or North Hemisphere summertime. Not sure why that would be the case. I feel like it would be the opposite, right? I'm just thinking of this now, but it should be warmer in December, right? And colder in July, shouldn't it? Seasons are opposite and everything. I mean, here, if it was in the North Pole, this would make sense, but South Pole, there you go, South Pole, and for some reason it's, oh, no, I'm an idiot, huh? Yeah, no, I'm an idiot. All right, see? Well, my logic was correct. So it is warmer, the negatives, obviously. So it is warmer in January, so yes, there you go, January or December, as per what you would imagine. That would probably be better times. People talk about, oh, the plane, it gets so cold, could it even do it, or whatever, which seems ridiculous to me because they fly at such high altitudes. It's like, how does it even, shouldn't even have an impact hardly, but I get it, I can see how it could or whatever. So here you go. You can go in December or January. Those would kind of be the best times to make sure the plane doesn't freeze or whatever. Don't imagine it doing that. Planes fly over, close to the North Pole all the time, at any time of year. Okay, if we go down and just fly over the South Pole during the warm time of year, I think we'll be just fine. Okay, we'll be just fine. If it gets closer, I can start deep diving into actual temperature ranges. What can a private jet sustainably fly through? What temperature can it fly through? Stuff like that. But I would think that if you just fly at a lower altitude, that it wouldn't be as cold, right? So you could. I mean, I just don't imagine that being a problem. Definitely something I would think through before doing it. But there you go. Do a quick little check-in. All right. 3 people. How are you? 4 reasons planes don't fly over Antarctica. Weather conditions is the number 1 reason. So there you go. I'm just reading through this again. I mean, I've been kind of compiling some of these things, and it took me a second to actually put this up. So I'm sort of like refreshing myself as I'm watching these, right? So why they don't, climate, coldest and most extreme, of course. It's like Truman Show, right? Oh, you don't want to go out there. It's crazy out there. Like, sorry, everything's been explored already, Truman. But yeah. Most months of special training for people to be ready to arrive in order to work there. What? Put on a jacket. Like, people live in Alaska, all the time. I went up there. It can't be that much colder. Months of special training? What? Sitting in a freezer with a jacket on? That's so dumb, dude. Anyway. And the only people that there are pretty much those... What? And the only people there are pretty much those who are working. It's not even getting English. What is this? Oh well. For people to... sorry, this is terrible grammar. Got me twisted. So working and doing research, of course. You have to be working science or government. That's it. Those are the only people allowed. Research centers. It says it's not the kind of place where people go on holiday. We don't really know that. People might if it didn't cost $10,000 to go fly down there and back. It took an hour flight. Somehow it cost $10,000 plus, right? Just to go check out Antarctica. Who wouldn't want to go to check out Antarctica? Like, oh, hey, I went to all 7 continents, right? Everybody wants to go to all the things. I've been to every continent, almost. Not including Australia, but I would love to go to Antarctica and check it out. But yep, I went there. I've been to all 7. Right, climbed every mountain in the range. Like people like doing all the things. Highest mountain in the world, and that kind of thing. So definitely people would go there on a holiday if it wasn't absurdly expensive. Planes obviously don't make. It's funny. They just do all this assuming, right? Oh, duh, everybody knows. Okay, guys. How cold does it get? De-icing. Hundreds of, or even thousands. So what? You pay a couple $1,000 to de-ice the plane. $1,000-ish. They said hundreds, so maybe let's call it 1,000, 2,000. You de-ice. Lack of visibility. Look how clear it is. Blue skies. Like, should have gotten a different picture. That's pretty funny. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, lack of visibility. I mean, planes fly at night. What does the visibility have to do with anything? Lack of infrastructure. Not a problem. We're just going over it. Don't worry about it. Navigation and other concerns. Okay. Anti-exposure suits on board. Yeah, warm clothes. We got it. Okay, we won't forget our beanie. Just in case we have to crash land while just taking an airplane flight. We're just taking an airplane flight. They come up with so many reasons. Oh my god, the visibility and like, what do you mean? We're just taking it. The airplanes are flying as we speak, many of them, and just no problems. Like, man, it's so funny to see them just like scramble for reasons why we can't take an airplane flight. Like, just why is this such a problem? Just let us fly an air. Okay, I feel like I'm repeating myself here, but it's just absurd. Okay, Antarctica versus the North Pole. Polar flights are rare and often not recommended. They don't even go directly over the North Pole, right? Because who knows what's actually there and everything. I'm just reading this. Feel free to do the same. Okay, sorry if you're reading that. Flying blind. How? Why would people be flying blind? Oh, that's going over the North Pole. Okay, got it. Why? Emergency airports. An icy no-fly zone. Whatever. I don't know. They're saying it's too cold. I just don't think so. I mean, and this is something I guess we'd have to see what a plane can handle. I mean, I don't know. It's just ridiculous to me, and they're obviously scared to let us go. Watch out, icy, so icy and so cold to just fly. Airplanes fly at such high altitudes. I just don't. If they can fly over the North Pole, then why not the South Pole? Okay? Top, start, finish. Why would Antarctica be colder? Why would it be any colder than the North Pole? It shouldn't be. And people are going across the North Pole all day long. Rarely. And then they do. It's really scary. Okay, man. Okay. So, there you go. There's the path, and like I said, I'm not 100% married to taking an airplane flight if we don't, but I just don't see a better option. I mean, expedition, that would work. Hey, I'm down. Don't get me wrong. You want to go full expedition style and take a boat and try to land, invade Antarctica? Like, let's go. Let's do it. We'll go invade with no guns and no nothing, and just be like, yep, we're just walking across. Fully equipped. And take some snowmobiles. Snow cats. I've seen a cat do it. Maybe not a snow cat, but why not? I mean, go down there. We get a boat. We can get some machinery on there. A bunch of snowmobiles, man. If you have snowmobiles, there's just no way. There's no way that doesn't work. You could tow so many supplies. Like, we're not doing this to like push ourselves. We want to do this easily and safely. We're not trying to be the most amazing fit person in the world who, like that guy who snowshoed. There's a guy who snowshoed across by himself. What route did he take? Well, he took a stupid route. I've already showed that on my previous videos. I mean, basically he went from like here to like over here on this map, but on the actual map, right? On theirs, this guy basically went from, they start here, I believe, and he goes up and goes, made it to the South Pole, and then turns back like that. That's the route that he takes, and you can watch my other video on that. He goes up, goes, yep, I made it, and then goes back. Of course, we would land and go take this fucking route, take the real route and go straight across this thing, cut it in half. You get fired up, man. I'm sorry for swearing, whatever. But we could land, go full expedition, take a boat, take snowmobiles and stuff. This guy who does it in the snowshoes and goes like that. Let's go ahead and go through that. Let's go cut it. Let's go find the wall. See if we can go across here. If we do, then bang, right? Done. Like, if we actually go straight across and then land over here, and the compass goes from pointing south to pointing north, then guess who's wrong? All of us. But we're not. We're not. We're saying we're willing to go out and do it. We're willing to go out and make ourselves look like idiots if we go and this ends up being the case. If we go south, and then all of a sudden compass turns and goes north, and we hit the shore, we're wrong. Okay, well, shut up. I will no longer be a flat earther. This would prove me wrong. This would prove all of us wrong. Are we willing to put our money where our mouth is? I am. I hope we all are. Globe believers are not, because they're wrong. We have the truth. They are lying. This is impossible. They're saying it's not impossible. We're saying it is impossible. So let's go prove it. This is impossible. This is impossible. Watch. Let's go do it. Let me go do it. I'll show you that this is impossible. Red tape. You can't, because you can't, but you can't, because, you can't. Yeah, because it's impossible. Because it's impossible. And I'm going to keep trying to do it as long as I'm alive. I'll keep trying to do it. I mean, casually or whatever, however I feel like, in whatever way. I'm going to keep trying to do this while I'm alive, and in whatever way I can manage. I just want to do that. An airplane or in a snowmobile, in a freaking the balloon thing that whoever was talking about on Jaren's show, whatever those, I forget what those are. They're some sort of balloon. What's it called? A dirge, something like that. But yeah. So. And when you look up flights of this, like here, I've tried to go Buenos Aires to Perth. Again, maybe this is a COVID thing where it's like borders are closed, no flights found. But this is any airport around, any of the Buenos Aires, any of the Perth, any dates, any one way. Like this is as broad as you can get. I'm just picking whatever date. Green is good, right? Red is bad. So here we go. Green. Search. I mean, why would you even show me that there's something that's green if there's nothing that shows up? Oh, hey, here we go. I finally found one. All right, let's see. Multiple airlines. 3 stops. Let's see where it's taking us here. This is kind of fun. So it's got us going to Sao Paulo. Long layover. Sao Paulo, Brazil. Right? So, okay, so we go to Sao Paulo, which is like a short flight, I feel like. But so Sao Paulo to Doha. Where's Doha? DOH? I don't know where Doha is. DOH airport code, I guess. Not DIA. Where's Doha? Please tell me where Doha is. Airport. Is that a fair thing to say? Okay, so it's still here. That's got to be it then, right? Let's see if it's close to things. From Brazil to Saudi Arabia? Okay. All right. I mean, I guess. That makes sense. It's on the way, right? Yeah, I'm going to do this both ways, all right? I'm surprised that I actually got something. I've been trying to find something for a while. I mean, here it is. Doha to Jakarta. See Jakarta. Where's Jakarta? I know my geography should be better. Jakarta. I don't know where Jakarta is. Okay, so Jakarta is, let's find out. Jakarta. Capital of what? Indonesia. Okay. That's what I was about to say. I was just about to say that. Okay, so there you go. And then Jakarta, obviously, to Perth. So, and then Brazil, obviously, would be the other one. All right, let's take a look at what that looks like on a flight real quick here. Sorry, I don't know what that is. Oh, hey, look, that's you guys. This I was trying it on Travelocity and it wasn't coming up with anything, but we don't need that now. So, all right. Hopefully I'm still live streaming. I mean, I don't know. You know, like I said, I don't do this very often. I just downloaded the software so I can do the screen share. Just doing what I can here, guys. All right. Okay, so on the let's look on their map first because it's kind of silly, and then we'll look on ours and see what kind of line it is. And obviously, we know what's going to happen here, but I mean, hey, this is a live exercise. Like, what? They're scared to fly across Antarctica. Super duper scared. You know, for just making up all kinds of reasons. So they're going from here instead of going like this, which is one airplane flight. It takes 14 hours or whatever it was, right? The 14-hour flight time. So instead of doing that, you know, which they could easily stop here at Falkland and make it 13-hour flight time. Like, gas should not be an issue. And you build one airport here just in case somebody does a crash landing or whatever. One airport here, and tell me that's not economically feasible. Okay, it is. So they're going here to Doha, which is in Saudi Arabia. So there to there. That's already I mean, what kind of flight time is that already? There you go, 14 hours and 35 minutes. Okay, so that's already longer than the flight would be to go direct. That one flight is already longer. One flight, 14 hours, 30 minutes. It would take us 14 hours to go direct. Red flags, anybody? All right, so there you go, 14 hours there, and then another 8 hours to Jakarta. You know, I know this isn't super interesting here, but all the way the F over here, all the way the F over here, and then all the way over here. Okay, cool. So you're looking at how many hours total flight time. I mean, 44 hours travel time, but actual flight time, you're looking at, let's do a little simple math here. 15, that's 16, plus 8, 24, 25, and plus 4, so almost 30 hours. Very close to 30 hours, like 29 hours. So basically 30 hours. Instead of one 14-hour flight, you're looking at 30 hours of flight time. Over double. Solid double amount of flight time. It's actually an interesting little stat, isn't it? Double. Twice as long. There's like something to that, you know? It's kind of interesting. But anyway, so double the flight time, you're looking at where you're going. So now let's check it out in the real world, on the actual planet that we live on. Planet. I know I digress a lot, just let me throw this in here. Planet that we live on, which means plane, et. Okay, et just means something that's small or limited. I talked about this in another video, but a planet, you know, so I mean, it's just a limited plane. Plane et. It's a plane, it's flat. A plane is flat, that's what a plane is. It's something flat. It's a flat, that's a plane. We all know what a plane is. So plane et means a limited one of those, so planet. And I think that's why, so don't be scared to use the word planet, okay? Globe, dumb, planet, yes. Planet, what I think about with words sometimes is like, words are so entrenched in our vocabulary that even if people go from, like, everyone thought the earth was flat, and then planet became a word, and then they were like, no, it's a globe, but then everybody was like, we're not going to stop saying planet. And so they just kept saying planet anyway. So we still say planet, but somehow people think planet means round now, which is kind of hysterical. It's literally in the word plane. So I think that's pretty good. Okay, so let's check out what that actually looks like. Where are we? Here we go. So, I mean, I know this is not on point in all the controversy, whatever. This is reasonably close to what we're talking about, is the reality where we live. Other than, you know, Australia not looking quite so skinny there. So start here, or whichever side, and we're looking at here is where we're starting. Or no, sorry, here. Whatever. Here. And then we're going up to, or over to, it looks like up, right? We're going straight to Saudi Arabia, which is going to be over there, right? So we'd be going here, to here, to here, to here. Bang. So ding. There you go. Perth, Indonesia, Saudi Arabia, and then the real long flight all the way to Brazil. Actually, I'd be going Brazil, and then to there. Ding, 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 ding. A pretty straight flight, isn't it? I mean, because they don't want to be flying over the North Pole, right? So they're going to take you, and that's, if you're looking at from here directly to there, is straight across, of course, right? Is straight across the North Pole. So either they're going to cruise around this side or they're going to cruise around this side. But as you can see over here, there's nothing over here, right? So they have to come around this side and, you know, wherever the airports are, right? Here it says somewhere over here, it says somewhere over here, to here, right? So that's exactly what they do. Bang, ding, 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 ding. That's all I got for you. Here's the flight path. The only thing I could have thought to do is to do some harder research into how cold a private jet can fly. What temperatures? How low of a temperature can a plane fly? How low of a temperature can an airplane fly? It's often not much warmer than the outside, than that outside your window at altitude. It's often not much warmer than that outside your window at altitude. Why does everybody suck at grammar, dude? Who is writing things on the internet? Jesus. It's often not much warmer than outside your window at altitude. Have you ever put your hand on the wall? Okay, so like, it's the same. So they're saying you put your hand on the window. It's kind of cold. It's pretty much the same outside. So minus 67 degrees Fahrenheit. Planes can take off and land in temperatures as low as minus 67 degrees Fahrenheit. How much can it fly at though? Planes to fly. Commercial airplanes can cruise at an altitude of 40,000. Temperatures hover around negative 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, so negative 70 degrees Fahrenheit, and we got our temperature deal. There you go. I mean, even in the coldest time of year, it's still above negative 70. And you go in December, it's negative 26. What do you want? What more do you want? What do you want? You can fly it. The mileage is there. The temperature is there. The economics is for sure there. You're connecting Australia and all of that, everything over there, Indonesia, all of that, man. You can connect that right to South America in a way more direct. If it's just a flight, man, it's a complete, obviously 100% doable. We just saw that one flight, commercial airline, go 14 and a half hours. We just saw it. Where is it? Bang. 14 hours, 35 minutes. What was our flight time? There you go. Oh, sorry. I don't know where it was. I thought there was like a whole... I don't know where I saw that, but... okay, so it was in the same... There you go. They're the same. Mileage to hours of flying. 1,000 kilometers equal 1 hour of flying time. Kind of interesting. It's like that dead on. But I guess that one flies at a different speed. Slower speed. So this one goes pretty fast. 14,000 kilometers, 14 hours flying. The Gulfstream G650ER. Yeah, dude, done. Like, what else? What excuse could these douchebags possibly come up with of why you wouldn't fly from here, or here, or Perth, or Sydney, right, or New Zealand for that matter, right? Here, why wouldn't you fly over here? Why wouldn't you do that? There's a lot of stuff over here. People want to go from here to over here, and people in here to here. Like, there's no reason. So anyway, here's our plan, okay? We're going to do this basic flight that's 100% doable by the proof I just showed, easily, without problems. That's it. That's what we want to do. Just let us do it. The benefit it will be for you, globe people, is that you'll shut all us flat earthers up. Let us take a flight. Let us take one flight. It says, I just showed you, there's no reason. Look at the temperature. You see it? Negative 26. That's well above negative 70 degrees. And this is Celsius, I believe, right? Celsius. Everything is saying Celsius. So this is Celsius. I mean, they're pretty comparable. This is all Celsius. I should do that. Let me just so I don't look like an amateur here, let me make sure the degrees are right, even though these are pretty, like I said, pretty comparable. But look, negative 26. Let's go ahead and round up, okay? Let's round up. Let's call it negative 40 at altitude. I don't know. So okay, so this is all Celsius, negative 40 degrees Celsius. The other one was also, I wish it would show on here, like the temp, whatever. So yeah, so Fahrenheit, so negative 67 degrees Fahrenheit, minus 67 degrees Fahrenheit. Damn it, sorry. There we go. All right, so what is it, negative 67 degrees Fahrenheit? Fahrenheit to Celsius. Negative 67. It's negative 55. So it's actually, it's kind of a mind bender a little bit, but that's a good thing. I don't know. It's similar. It's similar. Negative 55 degrees Celsius is negative 67. That's the coldest it can fly. So as long as it's above negative 55, then we're good. I said negative 40 to be safe. Negative 27 is what it's 25 is what it's saying it is in the warm time of year. So temperature's there. We're good. I wouldn't worry about it getting too cold. Yeah, we might have to de-ice. It'll cost $1,000. I don't know. That's it. That's it. Here's the plan. Let's take an airplane flight. Don't be idiots. I really don't want to walk across it or snowmobile. I mean, hey, it sounds like an adventure, but let's just go ahead and take a flight instead. Let's go down here. Let's take a flight. Let's document all the ways that they try to stop us. That's the plan. Okay. That's the plan. We just go do it, and all the letters and stuff we get, we'll just document them. I know somebody's done it before, but let's just go en masse. Get the major flat earthers with all the big channels to come to show it and go with it. Maybe. Hey, who'd have thought? Jaron, Bob, all you guys. Come on, man. Let's go. Like, bring the eyeballs with you and physically go and do it. You're always talking about physically going and doing things. Let's physically go and do this yourself. It doesn't take, you just rent a private jet. If the first time, that's it. You just got to do it. You just got to do it the obvious way, which is just to take a flight across. That has to be the way. And it don't give me this, it's too expensive crap. How much does it cost to rent it? All right, here we go. Jesus, really got to do everything here. How much does it cost to rent? All right, I'll put private jet next, okay, but yes, enter. Okay. There's your answer. 10 grand an hour. I mean, if you could land it in Australia, look, we rent it, we take off, we get turned around, we go back and land. That's like that's gonna be like $40,000 basically to do that. Because that's what's gonna happen, right? We rent it, we take off, we head south, they turn us, like best case scenario. If we make it that far, then that's the best case scenario, is we go there and we turn around. If we don't, then we just keep flying. Once we get the airplane, man, it's on. Okay? Screw the cost. We're going. And yeah, maybe it does cost 100 grand. Guess what? You guys I'll have 100,000 subscribers to this channel. Okay? Everybody pitch $1. Here we go. All right, we're off. I tell you right now, if we went tomorrow, I'd pick up 10 grand. I'd put 10 grand on it, easy. So I'll pay for 1 hour. What do you guys got? This is the real deal, man. Do you really want to go explore? Do we really want to go find the edge of the earth? Like, let's go. Enough talk, man. I get sick of the talk. It's good talk. I enjoy the talk. I like all the topics. I like hearing what everybody's talking about and feeling about current events, COVID, all this Santa Claus is Satan, all this crap. Okay. I like it. I'm into it. I still watch it. I get, but we're never proving the earth is flat if we don't do this. It's not going to happen. Not to the mainstream public. It's not going to happen. It won't. All the flat earth tests, that we can do visual long sight tests and stuff, you know, as awesome as they are, and I would love to do one day, it's just not really going to get us anywhere, is it? We got to go. 10 grand an hour. Here it is. Okay? Here it is. This is it. There's nothing else that really matters in this whole thing. We need to go do this. This is how we generate attention. I don't know, man. This is all I can do. This is all I got. This is all I got. I don't know. I hope you guys are into it, because this is it. Like, share, subscribe, I guess. I don't care. I would like to go do this. I would think we all should do this. We should all stand up and really try for something here. And so if you think so, man, then support the channel, okay? Who cares about me, man? I don't care. I'm not trying to make any money here. For me, you know, let's go channel. Let's go do this, you know, and I like I said before, man, like whatever happens, you know, if this channel actually starts to get big and it's like, oh, it's on all of a sudden, I'll make the backup, I'll make the BitChute, I'll make the DLive, I'll make the whatever it may be, and the 100,000 mark stays. Okay, the 100,000 mark will always stay. If the channel gets to that, then we're going. Whether it's YouTube or my backup YouTube, which I don't have or anything, but I'll get there. This is the natural progression of the channel, okay, if it is to progress. But if you want it to progress, what I'm saying is that, I don't know, man. I mean, obviously subscribing is the thing here, because if we had 100,000, then we're going. If we can gather that many of us together. But, you know, I guess share it or something. It's annoying, but if you like it, share it, comment on it. If you go on other people, here's what something solid you could actually do, is go watch other people's live streams, like when Globebusters live streams. I hop on there and crap, and I start talking a little crap to them, like, let's go to Antarctica. I've gotten on their live stream multiple times, like 3 times now or something, and I'm like, hey guys, and they're talking about some totally different topic. I'm like, so you guys want to go to Antarctica, or you want to go fly across Antarctica? Because it's really it's the only way we're going to really make any impact here. But yeah, so what I was going to say is just go on those live streams and maybe talk a little crap. Be like, hey, you guys know you can't cross Antarctica? Like, let's go, you know? I got an apostrophe in my channel. I don't know if I should have that. I try to be too, obviously I'm into grammar. So I threw an apostrophe in there. Some people can't find it because of the apostrophe. But anyway, you can't cross Antarctica, can you? Can't cross Antarctica. And that's all we're trying to do. I don't know. Could I have thought of a better name for a channel? Not really. I was going to call it Antarctic Expeditions. It's just kind of like, what is that, right? So, can't cross Antarctica. I like it. People seem to like it. The apostrophe is optional, but it is in there. But yeah, if we can all kind of get focused on doing this one thing, I think that we could really make some waves, you know, and put a stop to all the, you know, if anyone says we're not willing to put our money where our mouth is, I mean, what more can you do? What more can you do? And they talk crap, like, dude, you should support this. Like, if you believe the globe, and you've somehow made it through this whole video, if you actually believe that the Earth is round, which is fine, okay, that's fine with me, all right, you should still support this, because it's just an experiment. Like, can we take an airplane flight? You know, let us do it. Imagine how dumb we'll look having wasted $100,000 and to prove ourselves wrong. Think about how funny that would be to you. Okay, support it. It'd be hilarious. I mean, just to see a video of somebody flying across Antarctica in itself would be pretty cool. Because obviously we're going to take a video of the whole thing. You know. So that's it. That's the video. I think this is one of the best ones. This one with you know, with that other one I did with like showing the different times people have tried to cross Antarctica, and you can see what direction they take, because everyone's gonna say, oh, they've done it before. Go look at my other video. Okay, I only have so many. I'm trying to keep them small and make the best ones, the most pertinent ones, and then I'm just gonna live stream and delete them. I'm just gonna live stream and delete, live stream and delete, live stream and delete. So you'll see it's an active channel, but I'm gonna have all my main videos just there. Go to videos, it's just gonna be these. here's the times that people have tried to cross it and it hasn't worked because they didn't go in a straight line or anything close to it. They go 90 degrees, South Pole that way. It's like, no, you got to go this way. It's not the same. And then here's our plan. Like, what? Here's the plan. We hit 100,000, we go take this plane flight. This plane flight. There you go. That's all we want to do is just take an airplane flight. That's it. That's it. That'll put an end to all discussions, to any debates that are perceived to be happening. Okay, globe people. All right, any like ridiculous? How could we even imagine? Because this isn't a thing. Because they won't let planes take this flight. Why not? Why not? So we just want to go do it once. I just want to do it once. If I can just do it once, that's over. It's over. There's no more debate, man. Yeah. Yeah, all right. Sorry I haven't been looking at you guys here. Like I said, I don't really know how to do this chat function very much. Let me read through, you know, whatever you guys are talking about. Let's go, baby! If you hit the firmament, you're toast. Yeah, you know, I mean, radar, I guess. I mean, I don't know, dude, but it's not going to be like we can't see anything. Like, we'll be able flying, I'm assuming we'll have radar. I'm assuming we'll be able to see what's in front of us as well. If we can't see what's in front of us, we'll have radar. If we don't have radar, we'll be able to see what's in front of us. I don't know. I mean, radar, right? I mean, it's not like it'll stop working. 1958 encyclopedia shows the longitude latitude of the dome. It says it's 13,000 feet elevation at those coordinates. I mean, I'm assuming if there's a dome, it's all the way up. It goes all, but maybe what you're saying is that it like curves down there, and so as you go further south or whatever, then all of a sudden the dome comes lower and lower. I mean, if we're getting that close, we got to be able to see it. I don't know, man. It's adventure, but I don't see it. I know there's risk. I just don't see it. I don't think there's gonna be a lot of it, and obviously all the precautions will be taken. I don't know. Have you been on with Alex Stein? I do not know who Alex Stein is, but feel free to shout him out and let him know I'm doing this, and I'd be happy to talk to him. You know, happy to talk to anybody about it. You know, this is supposed to be a group project, people. All right. Just one man. This is a group project, all right? The project is take this flight, all right? I've done everything I can. Like, could I do more? Can I possibly do more? I don't know. I'm doing the best I can here, and obviously, you know, I don't know. That's it. Jennifer LaFontaine can't handle the truth. About Antarctica, and it's nothing about flat Earth. I mean, I don't know. Elaborate. Yeah, what else can I say? You know, who knows what the deal is with Antarctica? You can't handle the truth, she says. You can't handle... What's the movie? You can't handle the truth. Guy gets all pissed. Well, you know... Let me know, Jennifer. What's the truth that I so can't handle? Z-Rune, airplane. Yeah, I think airplane too. You know, it's just the most obvious. You know, here you go. Thanks for watching. That's me typing it and saying it at the same time. Look at my cursor move around up there. Kind of fun. I don't know what the better way of doing that is, but all right, guys, that's it. I want to keep this video short here, you know, because I want to leave it up and have it be a good video and not just like a comment section type of video. And like I said, I'm just gonna, my plan right now anyway, because I want to keep these the real important videos. I'm just want to leave them there and let them hopefully grow naturally, or just by me kind of going in comment sections and showing people what I'm, you know. Just other means, you know, because I want to keep the good videos there. I might even delete a video or two. You know, I only have like 5, but I still might delete a couple of them just because, you know, I just want to keep the main ones. You know, I want to keep the mission. This is a mission. All right, I'm not trying to just like have a bunch of videos, like whatever. Like, there's a mission here. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna try to just live stream after this, and then delete the live streams. But I might just live stream for a long time, just to see who's out there. There's 200 of you guys who will see I'm doing it or whatever. I see there's, 6 people or something watching right now. Not to say I'm a stats guy. I don't care about this stuff. I'm just trying to accomplish this. I hope you guys appreciate that. I forgot to play this. I'll just, whatever, 3 minutes. I might as well do it real quick. I mean, this is a brand new video that Dirt put out.
From Australia, they go all the way up across the equator into the north, they cut across, and they go all the way down to Santiago. Why didn't they just cut underneath?
That's a good question.
Like just cut across here, which is tighter on a ball than this map is even showing it. And the answer is because they can't, because this is the layout of the Earth, and these same flight paths are a straight line on the flat Earth.
He just put out this video today.
So this is how they fly. Cool. And there's normally 2 stops for refueling and stuff.
I look back at those moments that I'll never forget. And then when you start to find out the truth, yesterday I found something out that I never knew. Well, I don't know if I do know yet, but I always thought the world was round, and I thought it was a globe. That's what I always thought. I was trained that way. I had a gentleman on yesterday who was trying to convince me it was flat. Yes, and then I tried to argue with him, and he had all the answers. So suddenly my mind goes, maybe at 60 years old I don't know as much as I think I know.
Yep.
Right. I keep my mind open to everything at this point.
100%, Connie, 100%. Because I said to him, well, I've flown from Australia, from Sydney to Los Angeles. And he said, yeah, and I'll show you the route you took. And I said, yeah, that's the route I took. He said, now let me show you the same route on the flat Earth. It's a straight line. I went, whoops. Yeah. On his flat Earth model, if you take the route that it takes, goes up and over, on the north, as they show it on radar watch, or whatever, air radar, whatever it's called, it goes up and over. But then when you actually project it onto the flat Earth, it's a straight line. You just go, okay, you've got my attention now. And when you start getting your attention into things that you just, to me, I thought he was cooking at the start. And then suddenly you go, hang on a second, he's got a point here.
Yeah, I've listened to a lot of people talk about it. I'm listening to a lot of people talk about things that I never thought of.
It started off, just to give you a smile, it started off with David Weiss.
What I'm trying to say here is that, like, this is the thing that can turn people. Like the distance test isn't as solid as we need it to be. Like that's as good as we can do other than this. This can turn people. It can turn people.
Oh, nice.
On the flat Earth, that was incredible. I loved that. I always thought the world was round me. He's convincing me to look further, because some of the stuff he gave me was like, I've got to look at this. Because now I don't, I have to look at everything I've been told in my life and see what's true and what's not.
You do.
And I told him I'd flown a certain path, and I said, look, I flew from here to here. And I was talking about Sydney to LA, and he showed me what the flight plan is on the globe, and then he showed me what the flight plan is on the flat Earth. And I was like, that's interesting. It's a straight line on the flat Earth, and yet it's a big loop like this on the Earth. And I was like, okay, now you've got my attention.
Yeah.
So he was the first one. And then the second one was Michael Jaco and Jason Kay.
That's it. Jesus. Oh. There's another video. 10 minutes. Is it worth it? I want to try to keep this video short here. Look, you guys are trailing off. No, I do want to keep this video short. Here's a video. I'll put the link in the comment section. Okay, if you want to maybe. This is a good video, man. This is a good video. Should I play it or not? Shit. Okay, this is just too pertinent not to, I feel like. I'm probably just going to run this. I'm going to run this. Feel free to not watch it if you want, but it's pretty good. I just forgot about this tab. Yeah,
The
as you
rain
can
in
see.
Spain stays mainly in the plain. That's because in the olden days of air travel, a conductor would walk down the aisles collecting tickets. And to lady passengers, he would ask, "Where's my fare, lady?" Actually, none of that is true, but we're talking about airplanes today. So if the rain in Spain does stay mainly in the plain, well, then you'd have a pretty soggy trip. Meanwhile, have you ever wondered if there are things an airplane simply can't or won't do? It turns out that airplanes have
This is
strict
pretty
rules
interesting.
regarding their pathways in the sky, for safety reasons and for the sake of staying friendly with continental neighbors. Some of the places they're not allowed to fly over might surprise you.
Come on.
Number 1.
Hey,
Planes won't fly over
I
Antarctica.
won't necessarily play the whole video.
Due to the windy and snowy conditions of the Antarctic mountains, this area is more prone to whiteouts. The pilot wouldn't be able to
You can fly over the clouds.
see at all. Also, in the event of an emergency, landing in Antarctica or its mountains would expose passengers to some pretty harsh freezing conditions and rough terrain. That mountain terrain isn't exactly landing friendly either. Plus, the
How often are planes emergency landing? Like, it's pretty rare. You put what, one airport out there? Like,
penguins
give
won't
me a
like it.
break.
Number 2. Planes won't fly directly over the Earth's poles.
I'm sure they
The
won't.
Earth's North Pole has super strong magnetic fields that are constantly changing. Their reach and direction can change by miles a year. Moved, true north might look different to the pilot than what it actually is, making it difficult for them to find the correct runway. The rules for navigation might fly completely out the window. Airports name their runways according to how far off true north they are. If a strong magnetic field, like the one that the North Pole has made a big movement and causes the pilot to adjust his navigation from true north, he may not know if he's headed to land on the correct runway. Sounds like a recipe for flight delays.
No, it sounds like you're an idiot. Just go straight, and then if you end up accidentally going a little bit this way, once you get past the North Pole or the pole, then I'm sure your compass will correct, and you'll be just fine. You know.
And it gets better. Because airports name their runways according to how
They're saying they're gonna get lost. This day and age, you're gonna get lost because your compass isn't perfect.
far off true north they are in the number of degrees. Reports from pilots of movements in the magnetic field may cause the airport to rename the runway. The difference of a couple of degrees isn't a big deal, but incorrectly renaming a runway has had disastrous consequences before, like incorrect or unsafe landings. Situations like these are very rare, but it's a good idea for pilots to just avoid those poles and magnetic fields. 3. Airplanes won't fly over the Pacific Ocean. Well, it's not really true that they won't per se. It's because there's a shorter route. Say you're flying from North America to Asia. Due to the Earth's spherical shape, the shortest route between point A and point B is actually in a north to south direction instead of east to west. If you're traveling
I think what they're trying to actually say is that they don't fly over
in a north shape,
over like here, you know. They won't fly over the Pacific Ocean, but like really, if they go here, then it looks all messed up on a map, right? I don't know how many of you guys know that, but like, you know, the compass, like airplanes can't really fly around down here because it's so distorted. You know, the miles and stuff are so distorted there. There you go. Because there's such a bigger, it's so much farther from one place to another, so much more ocean that's there than should be there, right?
the shortest
So that's
route
probably what
between
they're talking
point A and point B
Because they should be
is
flying right
actually
there.
in a
But
north to south direction instead of east to west. If you're traveling from
Yeah,
Eastern France,
yeah, we get it.
planes won't fly over Tibet.
Yeah, Tibet.
This is largely due to the Himalayan mountains. First, if a plane has to land runways, they're
One interesting
more
thing
than
here
the
you'll
world.
see.
Now, the simplest reason, they won't fly over the city of Mecca.
I didn't actually know that. I mean, it sounds vaguely familiar, but that's kind of weird a little bit.
Mecca. The simplest reason here is that there's no airport in Mecca. The next city over isn't that far away, so there's no need to spend the millions of dollars it would take to construct an airport.
But there's people. It's a city. There's people in the airport. What the hell are you talking about? It takes money to build an airport so that the airport can generate money. Is this not something that you understand?
Secondly, there's a strong magnetic field in Mecca. As mentioned earlier, a magnetic field can cause
a strong magnetic field in Mecca. I did not know that.
navigational problems for pilots.
Pretty
Six,
weird, huh?
they can't take off when it's too hot.
Anyway,
Recently
whatever.
in
The rest of this
Arizona,
is crowd.
get a move Pretzel
Too hot,
is to
yeah,
deliver
yeah.
the heart of Mount Washington's house. Located in Mount Vernon, Virginia, the house of the first president of the United States is still standing.
Whatever, who cares? Who cares why they won't fly over
Above
there?
8.
Isn't it kind of funny how they totally...
Located
Why planes don't fly over Antarctica? And like, we're on reason number 9. But it has nothing to do with flying over Antarctica. Right? Like 3 through 9, like, you know, it's just, they're just like, okay, now we're talking about something totally different, you know? Kennedy Space Center. See how you've kind of steered it over to talking about space and how it's real from why planes don't fly over Antarctica. Reason number 11, space. Excuse me?
Of course, you can't fly over the Space Center unless you want to collide with a rocket.
That's pretty funny.
Just kidding. But there are some pretty obvious reasons why the Kennedy Space Center in Florida is a no-fly zone. One reason is the big crowds. Space fanatics all over the U.S. and even the world come to the Kennedy Space Center to watch rockets launch into space. The other reason is that there is a lot of NASA and U.S. Air Force activity.
Wait, that's not a reason to not fly over there, is because there's a lot of people watching space shuttles? So what, you don't want to be loud? Is that it? Because something tells me that the real reason is because you don't want to see the space, somebody from the airplane close to the space shuttle and watching the space shuttle go up, move, like that, instead of going up into space. Something tells me that might be the real reason.
Activity that goes on here. Pretty important work. So, safety for all parties is the top priority. 12.
Area 51?
Area 51. Okay. Everybody knows about this mysterious and fabled place, right? Aliens, UFOs, unexplainable events?
Yeah, aliens.
That's a whole other video. The interesting thing about the restrictions on the airspace...
I'm from Nevada, just so we're all aware. I live right in California. I live in Sacramento.
Above the whole area is that it's a no-fly zone for civilian aircrafts and military ones. Where the actual Area 51 isn't really known, so it's attributed to a pretty big stretch of Nevada desert. The fascinating point here is that the whole area is a no-fly zone.
Wonder why.
But we don't know exactly why.
That's kind of weird.
Ooh. Number 13, Buckingham Palace.
Who gives a shit about Buckingham Palace?
The Queen, but it's one in 6
Taj Mahal, okay,
in ninth place.
another
Important.
whatever,
Give this
who cares?
area of the many
yeah.
And the royal, who is said to protect landmark Buck.
Reason number 13 for why planes don't fly over Antarctica. Buckingham Palace.
Buckingham
And, you know,
British
what Taj Mahal, what was the other ones?
14.
Number 14, Taj Mahal. Why don't planes fly over Antarctica? Taj Mahal. Okay. All right, I'm done. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. Thanks for watching. And you know, I'm gonna do I don't make a lot of videos. You know, like, share, subscribe. If you whatever, right? That's the game. Like, share, subscribe. Talk about the channel. You know, on these comment sections, dude. Can't cross it. Hey, did you guys know that you can't cross Antarctica? You know what I mean? Or hashtag it or you know, something like that. could work. You know, it'll definitely. I've talked in comment sections a number of times and gotten subscribers that way, and just like being like, you know, I don't know, man. I'm just saying stuff like, just if you want to see this thing happen, then that's the way to do it. And I'm just giving it a go here. I don't go like crazy about this. You know, here's a video I'm making. Like, I'm doing the best I can. I'll keep the channel. What I'll promise to you is that I'll always have I always have a channel. That's what I'll promise. Like, I'll always have a channel. If this gets ripped down at some point, I'll make another. If this starts to get big, I'll make sure to make a backup on the other platforms. Like, I'll do my due diligence. I don't want to do this crap. You know, I'm not really getting much out of it and stuff. Like, but I'm taking responsibility here for the one thing that our community is missing, which is an actual plan to expose that the earth is flat, and this is the only way to do it, man. And all the leaders of this stuff, man, are too scared to do it. I don't know why they're not doing it. I'm like, just do it. And I'll make I'll make a PayPal. I don't even have a PayPal or anything. I haven't gotten any money from doing this. Obviously, not that you would expect I would or whatever, but I'll make a way to donate to the events, and I'll make it all transparent, stuff like that. I'll do the basics. I'll make sure there's always a channel. You know, I'm youngish. You know, I'm like 34, and I'll have this shit until I'm dead, which is hopefully will be. You know, I like to think about life as a baseball game, nine innings. So I should be alive 90. It's another 56 years. Okay, I'll make sure there's always a channel, and that's the best I can do. So until next time, I will. This might be the last video that I have on my channel forever, as far as like videos. You know, you go to videos and it's like, oh, there's videos. After this, I might just do live streams. So there's nothing else I got to talk about, man. All these other guys are really good at making really good content and all this. You know, like, they're way better than I am, man. At like making enjoyable content and deep dives on like all this stuff. You know, and so like I'm just trying to do this. There's nothing else I really have to say besides this is the route, and the other video that shows the people who tried to do, who said they did it but didn't really do it. You know, like, those are really the only. And then my first video of my plan, right? 100,000 subscribers, we go. Here's the people who tried it and have it. Video 3, here's the route that we take. I don't know. That's it. What other? If I'm making more videos, it's just for why, right? Why would I even do it? I'll live stream just to talk to you guys and keep the channel alive, and you know, that's it. And so that's maybe what I'm gonna do. So I'll be more, when I live stream next time, it'll just be to talk to you guys, and and talk about random crap and do all that kind of nonsense. But I'm not gonna do a list of videos. Probably. That's pretty much my plan right now. So until next time, you guys. Until next live stream. This is it. Earth is flat. I was trying to actually go see if anyone said anything else here. Nope. So thanks to the 5 concurrent viewers that are currently watching, and it's kind of fun. And I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. It looks like this is the way to do it. I have this other stop streaming. Which one do you do? I don't know which one to do. All right, I'm gonna end on an infinity. Whoa. And you guys take care. You know, I know it's a bit of a stressful world out there right now. Try not to take everything too seriously. You know, just keep optimistic out there. The delay. Why is that funny to me? Why is that funny? It's that thing right there. Watch. Sorry, I get amused easily. Hey, okay, that's bad. All right, guys, have a good night, and you know, I don't know.